Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's had a good day so far. We're gonna hang out and just see if anyone joins us this evening for this video. Sometimes I don't know if my one person attending is me or someone else. I hope everyone's been well so far this week. I apologize once again about Monday's video cutting off halfway through. I will make sure that that does not happen again next Monday, but I am going to go ahead and air next Monday's video at 11:30 a.m. Tuesday will be at 7:15 and Thursday will be at 7:15. It just gives me a little bit of time to kind of take a little bit of a break during my weekend on Monday and Tuesday. I'm gonna see if anyone is joining us here. Might make a quick little Instagram live stream. We'll get my phone set up right here. There we go. Hello, everyone. We're doing a YouTube video right now, live on YouTube, live streamed. Tonight we're doing a Strala relax flow for meditation. So we're going to keep it nice and low key. We're going to move our bodies, get a lot of breath in there, and really just like lower all of our stress levels and make ourselves feel really great. So join me at Lacey Mariah on YouTube. That's LACEYMYRIAH, and I'll see y'all there. I've noticed I started saying y'all. It's kind of silly. I'm going to turn a lamp on so it got just a little bit more light. And we'll hold tight for a few minutes. I was on time today, actually getting this live stream started at 7:15. So we'll see if anyone actually shows up on time. Post on Instagram. Strema is what I wrote. See if anyone else comes. Hope everyone's doing all right and taking care of themselves. It's been really exhausting recently. So I highly recommend baths and meditation and tarot or anything that kind of brings you down and grounds you a little bit. If anyone here actually practices tarot, I was looking at Biddy Tarot's Instagram today, and she did like a few little like grounding exercises, one of which was just like doing a daily card pull, just kind of like, what do my guides and angels, my higher self, what would they like me to know today? And that was really awesome for me today. I try to remember to do it anyway, but I haven't been really on top of it recently, so. Strala meditation flow. Right now. Oh, hi, Eden. Thank you for joining. I was like, I'm just sitting here talking to myself right now, which is fine. That's great. No worries. Take your time. I'm going to hold tight for a few more minutes anyway, just to see if anyone else joins us. Post this to my Instagram. Let's see. Cool. Hi, Lucy. Thanks for being here. Cool. How is everyone doing today? Is everyone maintaining their stress levels all right? I hope. I was just Sweet, cool. Glad you're back, Eden. That's awesome. I was just suggesting that, or just commenting that if you have, walk in the woods. Oh my gosh, I've been craving woods and mountains. I've been craving like a really good hike recently. That sounds really awesome. I really appreciated the flower photos that you posted on Instagram the other day. That was really cool. Feels springy. I've got little like, I don't know if they are, maybe crocuses that are growing in my yard right now. And I did not plant them. They were there before I moved into this house, but they spring out. You're welcome. They sprout at the beginning, like the very beginning of spring. They did it last year and they're doing it this year. And I'm very appreciative of them. Let's see. We'll hold on for just like 1 more minute and then kind of see. We'll go ahead and get started. I guess I'll go ahead and pull this up. If you'd like to listen to music with this flow today, I really like the Atmospheric Calm playlist on YouTube, or on Spotify, excuse me. And I'm pretty sure we used it last week, but I use it in our classes a lot because I think that it's just really nice. If you'd like a slightly different experience, one album I would always recommend. We got another one. Hello, whoever else just, nope, they went away. Never mind. Anyway, there's this album by Trevor Hall called, you can't see it very well, Chapter of the Forest. And I've been listening to this a lot recently when I kind of need to like ground and have a little bit more of a spiritual music space. That one's really nice if you want a little bit of lyric, but I'm not exactly sure how it'll go with our flow today. So you can really choose whatever music you like that's really relaxing for you, but we're going to go ahead and use the Atmospheric Calm playlist. It's got that little purple mountain background. So we'll go ahead and get started since it looks like this is our main group today. So get cozy in your space, put on some cozy clothes. Let's see if I can, it's gonna cut my head off, so we're gonna kind of bump that up a little bit and move the mat back a lot. So ideally I would have had this set up properly before we started. Sorry about that. So today, if you would like to have a blanket, once again, nearby you, and if you would like to have a pillow, and it can be whatever, it can just be like a bed pillow too, if you like. Also, if you have couch cushions, like some longer, thicker couch cushions, you can use those like a bolster. My couch cushions don't come off, so I won't be using those, obviously. And if you want a block as well, that might be a nice little prop for yourself. So today, I'm going to start sitting up on a blanket, just because that seems a little bit cozier to me. So you can fold up your blanket for yourself and maybe just slide it up underneath your bum. We'll start our playlist on, let's see. Second Sun by Bonobo. So the second song on the playlist, if you're listening to music with us. So today our focus, what did Eden say? Oh no, well, I'm glad you're back. Okay, I don't know what happened. That's funny. So today we're going to focus on a little bit of a lot of breath, actually. Some meditation. We'll do a slightly longer Shavasana. And we're just going to really, really slow things down today. So find your seated position, whatever feels comfortable to you. You can sit on your knees or on your lap, cross-legged on your lap. You can sit on your hips, cross-legged, whatever works for you. Just close the eyes down, invite a little bit deeper breath in. If you feel like lighting some incense right now or using some essential oils, whatever really helps you feel like tuned in, really relaxed. Just coming to homeostasis, coming to yourself, to your core. The weather's been nice enough here. I have my window cracked and it's really beautiful. So just whatever really makes you feel grounded, softened. Just breathing for a few rounds. If you'd like to take a little alternate nostril breath or another form of breath, you could even just count it really nice and gently from where you're at. So if you like using counts, you can take, okay, sorry, I lost my connection for a second. You might take an inhale for about 4 counts, and an exhale for 6. Maybe try that for a few rounds of breath and see how it feels. This taps you back into that relaxation state. Promotes just relaxing out, softening out, slowing down the nervous system. If you notice your brow is furrowed or your face is holding some tension, just soften it out. Maybe just some gentle touch with clean hands. If you feel like maybe you want to drift around a little bit side to side or forward and back, might feel really restful. If you'd like to go ahead and find your heartbeat, you can bring palms together. You can lay one palm over your heart, the other on top. Maybe give yourself a nice hold. Gentle hug, some love for yourself. And if today you'd like to set an intention for your practice, if you'd like to maybe set the intention for releasing of anxiety, or the release of anything that is no longer serving you, whatever you need, set that intention now and know that as we move through our practice, it will be done. Take another breath or two here. On your next big inhale, we'll take a big breath, float the arms up, the sides reach up. And exhale, soften hands back down. Take another big breath, fill up. Exhale, sigh it all the way out. Another big inhale. And exhale. Relax your hands down to your sides. Go ahead and tip over toward the left hand. Take a big inhale through the right arm, big reach. Exhale, soften through that left arm just as much as it feels comfortable. So maybe a little bend in the elbow, maybe not much. Take a few big breaths to lift yourself up a bit. Exhales to sink you in a little bit. If you want to soften all the way down to the elbow and really lean back, roll around here, just float around with what feels nice to you. Breathing really deep and easy. Exhale, soften you in. Then an inhale will lift you up nice and tall. And exhale, sink on over toward the opposite arm. So adjust. It might feel a little bit different from side to side. If you have a block or a pillow, maybe it feels a little bit nicer to just soften down into that. Go for that. So really just allow yourself to close your eyes down, be in the moment, have a bit of fun. Another big inhale here. And then we'll soften that left arm down and crawl your fingertips through the middle, arms through the middle. Come toward this nice little forward fold, letting the head go really heavy, letting your neck be really long. You can rest your head here if that feels nice. And then we'll press into the hands, crawl up from here, lean back into your hips. You can bring the feet in a little bit closer if that feels nice. Bring the fingertips back behind, press down, lift up through your pelvis. Nice big breath through the chest. And then we'll soften back down and switch the cross of the feet. And this time we'll come over here to the right hand, let that left arm soften overhead. Take another couple of breaths here. And this time inhale, lift up so much you can take a little twist over your left knee. Left fingertips behind as you sit up really tall. And exhale, just look over your left shoulder. Take your back arm right up and over to the opposite knee, getting that nice stretch in the upper back and neck. A little bit of a sway here. We'll roll up from this one. You can take a big breath if you'd like. And then we'll sink over to the left arm, letting the right arm come overhead. Just find the version on this side that works for you. Maybe it feels nice to settle in toward one side. And we'll take another big inhale to lift up. Unwind your twists here. Sitting up really tall. And just leaning into that back arm. The back arm up and overhead to your opposite knee. Letting the head go heavy. Relax in here. You come up from this one, we'll walk the fingertips back behind, press into your fingertips, lift your hips here. And drop yourself right back down to crawl all the way forward over your legs once again. If you have that block again, it might feel nice just to bring your forehead to it. And you can do a little bit of third eye waking up by bringing it to the forehead and kind of just rolling your forehead back and forth rather than the block moving, of course. Just letting the forehead kind of rock a bit side to side. Maybe just settling in if you like that. Maybe even make a little bit of sound as you exhale. And then we'll roll up from here. We'll come back into the hips. We're going to bring the feet over to one side to come around to all fours on the hands and knees. You can move that block or the blanket out of the way. Start to find a little bit of movement on your hands and knees so it doesn't have to look like mine, of course. Maybe you walk a little bit forward and back or round over to one side or the other side. Just getting into your hips, getting into your back, your belly, your chest, your spine. Just having a little bit of fun. You can roll over the tops of the thighs if your thighs are feeling really sore. And maybe you can just have a bend in the elbows. Lucy, be proud of me. I went for a run yesterday anyway. It wasn't a very long one. But hamstrings are feeling a little bit tight. Butt's feeling a little bit sore. So we're just going to answer what we need for our own bodies, whatever that means for you. Maybe you've been very sedentary. Maybe you've been out taking a lot of walks, walking your dog, whatever you've been up to. So just check in with yourself, take what you need, leave what you don't. That's the beauty of this practice, is it doesn't have to look any sort of way. Just however you want it to, however you want it to feel, that's what we're going for. So once you come back to all fours, we'll go ahead and drop the hips all together. Come all the way down to the belly and the chest. Nice and easy. Maybe make a little pillow with your hands and rest your face here. You can even kind of shake your hips side to side, relaxing the lower back. We'll crawl up to the elbows, taking a nice little Sphinx pose. Nice little opening through the chest, just bringing the chest to the shoulders. If you'd like to press into one hand and look over that over that same shoulder, Go for that. Exhale through the middle. Then we'll press into the right hand, looking over the right shoulder. And back through the middle. If you'd like to come up any higher, you can. Might feel nice just to take a little bit of a cobra, just a little baby one, pressing in and lifting up just a bit. And we'll come right back down. If you want to take a few rounds of that, just whatever height feels nice, pressing and lifting up just a bit. Just sighing back down when you're ready. If you'd like to take a seal pose, you can bring your hands to the corners of the mat. Press down, open up through your chest. Just a nice soft little opener. We'll come back through to a child's pose when you're ready for it. Planting the palms, shifting your hips all the way back. This time, take your knees really nice and wide. So on this first one, bring your belly in between your thighs and just soften in here, maybe over to one side or right through the middle. If this is too much for you, just press into your hands, bring your knees together so your belly can lay directly on your thighs, and just let yourself soften in here for a moment. When you're ready, we'll press into the hands and we'll come up to sit. Closing the eyes. Deep inhales. Even longer exhales. And we'll come back forward through all fours. This time, maybe roll around in your spine, your hips again, just another time or two. Then we'll tuck the toes and lift your hips back to your down dog. And give yourself a little extra time today to kind of settle into your down dog, check things out. So if hamstrings are feeling really tight, do that nice little twist, pressing into one hand and the opposite foot. Give it the other side. Maybe the hips and the back are feeling a bit tight, in which case you can just shift your hips a bit side to side. Maybe set your feet and hands really wide. If it feels nice to take a little twist here, you can lean toward one hand, take the opposite hand over to the other ankle. Nice little twist. And releasing, coming back through the middle, trying the other side if you like it. That's totally optional. Then dropping right back through. Take a walk up to the top of the mat. Just however it feels nice while still keeping your head and neck heavy. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Let your belly rest on your thighs. Grab onto opposite elbows and take a nice little sway here. You can rock over one side. We can walk the hands around to the opposite ankle. And come through the middle, maybe trying the other side if you like that. We'll drop both fingertips here between the feet. Inhale, open up through the other side. Stand, and you can kind of sway it out as you go. Let the head stay heavy. Get into each spot in the spine and the back that needs a little bit extra love. Then inhale the arms up overhead. And exhale, arms by your sides. So we want the arms to be really heavy and kind of swingy here. We're going to practice a little bit of a twist over to one side, the other side, just letting the arms go. Really feeling yourself move easy. No control here in the arms. You're just kind of floating along with yourself. So then as you come through the middle, you kind of sway a little bit side to side. Maybe come down toward the ground. Come all the way back up to stand. And then inhale, arms right back overhead. And exhale over your legs. Plant your palms and step it back to a down dog. You can pedal in your feet again here if you'd like. Then we'll shift toward the left leg. Let the right leg flow open. You can have a nice little bend in both knees. Keep it real soft. Big bend in the elbows if you'd like. Set your right foot all the way up between your hands. Nice, easy, low lunge. So a lot of weight in the hands here. Give yourself a little extra time to sink into this hip a lot. And then when you're ready to drop the back knee, you can start to check things out. So maybe it feels nice to come inside or open it up. Just giving yourself a little bit of roll around time. Have some fun with it. Maybe it feels good to settle in, or maybe even if you have a block, the blocks are really awesome in this one. You can press into the hand, press into the block, or just use the knee if you don't have blocks especially, and just get yourself a nice little opener here. You can take a twist if you'd like. And really gently and easily we'll tuck the back toes, lift the hips right up and over this front leg. So we've got a nice little sway. Little rock here, heavy head. Can take a little twist here. And then we'll plant the palms and just step it back to a down dog. Nice and easy going. Walk your hands to meet the feet at the back of the mat. Nice heavy fold here. Roll yourself up to stand again, however you'd like. Arms reach up when you get there. And exhale, arms by your sides. If you liked that little swaying a bit side to side, you can go for that. And take a big inhale, float arms up. And exhale right back over the legs, however you'd like. Walk yourself back out to a down dog, adjusting it all as you go, so it feels easy the whole time. Then we'll lean toward the right leg, let the left leg float open, maybe a little bend in both knees, a little bend in the elbows is great here too. And then we'll just slide toward the right hand, set this left foot all the way through. So hang out here as long as you'd like. Maybe be heavy in the hips. You can come inside, or just once again, just check it out however you like. And if this side feels a lot tighter, maybe it feels a lot looser than the other side, just go with however it feels. Take deep breaths as you move. You can always tuck the back toes for a little extra support. We'll come all the way right back down. This time, plant your palms, tuck your back toes, lift your hips up and over to your pyramid pose. Find a little bit of way to share a little bit of weight between the legs, between the hands. Maybe crawl it around or take a twist. Then we'll come right back down to your hands and slide that left foot all the way back to your down dog. When you're ready here, we'll tuck the chin into the chest, roll it out to a plank pose, drop the knees, drop the hips, bend into your elbows a whole lot so we come all the way down to the mat. You can just rest the hands here, let the arms come back by the side, and the face just rests on the mat. Just breathe. We'll bring the hands right up underneath the shoulders. Press down, keep the elbows by your sides as you open up a bit here. And exhale, right back down. You can take another round of breath here, just opening up just as high as you'd like to go. Nice big breath. And exhaling right back down. Rest the other side of your face on the mat. Nice relaxed upper back. And when you're ready, slide your hands underneath your chest. Press your hips back to your child's pose. This time you can keep knees together or knees wide, just finding the version that you like. From here, we're going to walk the fingertips over to one side of the mat. Bring that same hand, so if you're walking your hands to the left side of the mat, bring your left hand on top of your right hand. And just let the head rest, getting a nice little side body stretch here. Take your breaths however you need them. We'll come through the middle, just trying the other side. Letting the head rest. This time, if you're on the right side of the mat, bring your right hand on top of your left. Feeling that stretch through the left side of the body, just breathe. And we'll come right back through the middle. Come forward to all fours. If you'd like to take another roll around here, go for it, or just move back to your down dog. But we'll all move back to our down dog when we're ready for it. Nice, easy sway. Lean toward your left leg, let your right leg float open again. You can always soften into this left elbow, make a little different type of three-legged dog for yourself. And then we'll slide this right foot up in between your hands, low lunge again. So drop your back knee. This time we'll press down and roll open just a bit. Maybe fingertips stay low if you need that. You can roll around here as much as you'd like. And drop your fingertips back around this right foot. Shift back to a runner stretch. You can just hang the head and match the belly to the thigh if you like. Relaxing here as much as you want. If you're feeling pretty good in the hamstrings. Okay, sorry, Eden, I was just reading your message. If you'd like to get another little hamstring stretch, more of one, you can start to slide that right foot out toward the right edge of the mat. Just start to hang into the hips a bit. So if you have a block, again here, I've got little stretchy pants on. So it's kind of misleading, I'm not that far to the ground. You can bring a block up underneath your hips. Provide a little bit of extra support for yourself. If you don't have a block, no big deal, you can still do this. Just make some fists with your hands, thumbs up here, and just rest into the palms, or into the fists, just swaying a bit. Nice big deep breaths. When you're ready to come out of this, we're just going to lean over toward the left side, walk this back knee in, slide this right foot in, come back to a low lunge, tuck your toes, lift your hips right up and over to a pyramid again. Heavy head just sways you around. We're going to walk the hands here between the feet, turning the toes to the side of the mat. Let your head hang heavy. You can grab on opposite elbows here as you just sway it out. If the sides of the calves are feeling a little bit tight, you might be getting a big stretch here. You can come up to your fingertips, take a big inhale. Maybe rock a bit forward and back. And send the feet slightly wider if you'd like to as well. Just sink in here. It's just rolling around what feels good to you. Big inhale. Exhale. Sink back. Might walk your hands over here around this left foot. Nice little bit of a stretch. You could bring the hand to the side of the calf and just massage it out here too. And we'll come through the middle, coming over to the right side. Nice little stretch. And then we'll come back through the middle, back to your low lunge. Drop your back knee and come around to all fours. Keeping it nice and soft and gentle, coming back to your down dog. Again, however you'd like. And if it feels nice, you could always roll forward to a nice little plank. Drop knees, drop hips, roll up into your belly and chest. Big inhale, and then come back into your down dog. Then we'll lean toward the right leg. Let this left leg float open. Take whatever variation of your down dog feels good. And then we'll set this left foot up in between your hands. Hang into your hips nice and heavy, then drop that back knee when you're ready for it. Meet yourself wherever you are on this side. Maybe coming inside or crawling open. Tuck your toes. We'll move back to a runner stretch when you're ready for it. Maybe settling the hip back to the heel if you'd like. Taking twists. Go ahead, if you've got the room for it, maybe just slide this left foot out a little ways. You don't have to go too far. Maybe it's just like a glorified runner stretch, and that's okay too. If you'd like a little bit more Give yourself a little bit of a prop and you can settle back. Maybe even roll open through the chest. Just find what works for you, what feels really nice. And as long as you're moving in your body in a way that doesn't hurt, you're not doing it wrong. When you're ready to come out of this, you can even lean toward the left and bring that right knee in a bit. Kind of inch yourself back in. And then we'll take a pyramid pose again so we get that nice little hamstring stretch. Swaying it out. Nice heavy head. This time we'll turn the toes toward the right and take a forward fold here. Just however it feels nice to you. You could grab onto same ankles or even interlace the fingertips behind the back, lift up halfway. And then come all the way over, getting a nice little shoulder stretch as you go. If you'd like to from here, I'll show you from this angle. Go ahead and drop the left fingertips between your feet. Roll open to the right side. Nice big twist. You can take a little half bind if you'd like. And then we'll exhale. Come through the middle. Shift over toward the opposite hand, rolling open. Maybe a half bind. And right back through. We'll crawl back around this left foot. Move that, drop the back knee. Come back around to all fours. We'll move back to a down dog, however you'd like. Big inhale, lift the toes, lift the hips. Tuck your chin into your chest, maybe roll it out to a plank pose. Drop the knees, drop the hips. Roll open through your belly and chest. And we'll come back through a child's pose. This time just to settle in for a few moments. Hands can come back by the feet if you'd like. For a little bit more softening. When you're ready, we'll bring some weight into the hands and crawl ourselves back up to sit on the hips for another moment or two. We'll do a little alternate nostril breathing here, curling down the pointer finger and middle finger, leaving your ring and thumb. Go ahead and close off one side of your nose. Inhale through the other side for 4 counts. You get to the top, close off. Release the ring finger and exhale for 4 counts. Inhale, fill back up. Close off at the top. Exhale for 4 counts. Just take a few rounds of this. Counting stresses you out. Don't worry about it too much. Just breathe easily. And release your hands back down to your lap. Let your breath go really naturally again. And we'll come all the way back to a down dog, however it feels nice to you. Take a walk up to the top of the mat. Walk yourself really gently and softly. Fold right up and over your legs, and we'll roll this up to stand again. Chin stays into your chest for ultimate stretch in the neck and back. Then exhale back over your legs. Lean toward your right leg. Set your left leg all the way back to a low lunge. We'll ground this left heel. We'll go ahead and press. Take a big inhale, lift up to the top. Exhale, soften in. You can bring hands behind the head. Take another big inhale, lift up. And another exhale just sinks you in. One more big round of this. Then we'll bring both fingertips inside this right foot. Take your right foot all the way over to the right edge of the mat and drop your left knee. So you can use a block again. You could also use a blanket here if you'd like, rolled up a bit. If it feels nice to bring the elbows down, this can just create a little bit of a cushion for you. So give yourself a little bit of time to roll through this nice, easy lizard pose. Maybe you're rocking the hips. Maybe you find a spot that feels good and you just settle in. When you're ready, we'll go ahead and open up from this one. You're gonna lean off toward the left side and just slide this right leg all the way back. Come back into a down dog, however you'd like. And then we'll take a nice little lean over toward, actually take another walk up to the top of the mat. Fold over your legs once again when you get there. Roll yourself back up to stand. Arms reach up at the top. And exhale right over your legs. This time we'll set this right foot all the way back to a low lunge. Ground your right heel. Start to square the hips off just a little bit here as we bring this left knee over the left ankle. Maybe roll around, get nice and cozy. Take a big breath, reach all the way up. And exhale, just sink in here. Another big inhale fills you up. And another exhale softens you back. One more big inhale. This time, fingertips just right inside this left foot. Taking your left foot to the left edge of the mat, dropping the right knee when you're ready. Just check it out on this side. It might feel a little bit different. Breathe deeply. Explore it, change it up, find what feels the best to you. Even if it seems like it might look a little bit different, that's perfectly fine. Then when you're ready, we'll go ahead and come back around to all fours. We'll tuck the toes and lift the hips to a down dog. So this time, this right leg is going to come all the way up into the sky. Nice little three-legged dog. You can roll open here. We're going to bring this right foot outside the left hand. Press into your right hand, lifting your belly, lifting your chest. And drop the left hand. Take your right leg all the way up and back. Exhale, bring your knee into your chest and set it all the way through for a pigeon pose. Just moving into your pigeon really gently, really easily. And this is where blocks, pillows, props, blankets, whatever you like, come in handy because this can feel really cozy. And if you have a little bit extra space here between your belly and thigh, just bring the pillow in and soften right up and over it. And you can just rest here, breathing in, letting all the muscles relax out. So we're really getting a lot out of this pose today. You want to crawl it around a little bit. You can always come around to one side or the other side, just finding a spot in the hips that feels really good while keeping the knees feeling right. You're ready to crawl up from this one. Open up through your chest here if you'd like. And then we'll go ahead and lean toward this right hip. Bring the right foot in. Come back around to a down dog. However it feels nice and soft and gentle. This time we'll lean toward the right leg. Let the left leg float open. Roll open through your hips and belly. We'll bring the left knee into the chest. Bring it outside the right hand. Press through your left fingertips, rolling open right fingertips. And drop. Hug the left knee into your chest and come through to your pigeon pose on this side. It might feel really different. Maybe it feels better to kind of bend into the back knee. Soften the right hip down toward the mat. It's perfectly fine to kind of stay in that general pose even as you crawl forward over this left leg. And again, feel free. Use lots of props. This is the time to do so. You want to start to straighten that back leg out. Maybe you can start to roll over the hip a bit more. Just keep that left knee feeling good. And we'll just breathe here. Switch it up however you need to. Get into the hips. When you're ready to crawl up into your chest, we'll take a nice big inhale here. We're going to swing off toward this left hip and bring this right leg all the way around. So we're going to take a nice little forward fold. Feet are going to stay together here. I'm going to bring a little bit of a pillow in behind my knees just to provide a little bit extra. Press back into the hands, rolling open through your chest here. And then if you'd like to crawl up and over your legs, we'll just settle in. And this is a good place to maybe bring another prop. Bring another blanket or pillow. Bring it right into the belly. And give yourself a place to rest. Take some deep breaths right here. And when you're ready, we'll go ahead and roll up from this one. Go ahead and roll all the way down to the back. So you can get a nice little inversion and shavasana going. So take your knees with you, come all the way down to your back. Give yourself a squeeze and a little rock. If you want to drop your knees over to one side, just give yourself a little bit of a sway here, a little rock. Big breaths into the chest. Up and down the spine. We'll inhale back through the middle. Exhaling over to the other side. right, back through the middle. Let's send both feet up toward the ceiling. If you have a wall nearby you, we're actually going to move over to the wall. So, kind of show you how to get into this if I can. So we're going to bring my shoulder right up against the wall, my hip right up against the wall. So I roll down to my back and not hit my head. I'm just going to swing my legs up and roll myself around. So the legs are up. Feet can relax here. If you want a little bit more, this takes a little bit of core. You can fold up a blanket, bring it to the bottoms of the feet, and it'll provide a little bit of a weight here, which feels nice. So we'll just rest here for a few moments. You might have a little yawn, that's good. Just winding down. Hands can rest on the belly, or you want to open up the chest, you can take arms to your goddess arms, just letting arms open out to the sides. And if this feels good, you can stay here the rest of class. For the rest of this video, I should say. If you'd like a little bit more, bend into your knees. If you have something on your foot, go ahead and bring that off. We'll go ahead and take a shoulder stand for those of you who are wanting it. I'll show you how this one looks. I'm going to take an angle here. So go ahead and roll ourselves back down to the back. We're going to sing the toes overhead, just to tap back overhead. So keep your neck nice and straight. Keep looking up to the ceiling, not turning your head. And you can just stay here. Maybe hands stay on the mat. Hands can come to the lower back as well. So if your neck feels good here, that's great. This is good. Stay here if your neck feels really good. You can roll your shoulder blades together. Press away from the toes. If your neck feels really nice, you can lift up one leg. Lift from the back of the thigh and get a big breath in here. If the breath is coming easy, this is good. If it's not, go ahead and come out of this. If you'd like to take both legs up, maybe everything's feeling awesome. Keep the fingertips going up toward the ceiling. You can walk the hands up the back a bit. And we'll lift from the backs of the thighs, bottoms of the feet up toward the ceiling. You can play around here. Feet can just stay lifting overhead. If this doesn't feel nice, go ahead, bring your knees down around your ears and roll down from this. If it feels nice, just hang out here with the legs in the air for a few moments. And if you start to get fatigued, you can play around with rolling around in the legs, maybe taking that eagle wrap, or just kind of hanging out, maybe little cobbler's pose. Just a few more really deep breaths. And when you're ready to come down again, knees around the ears, release your hands, and roll yourself all the way to the back. If you've got legs up the wall, you can go ahead and either stay there or come down away from the wall, and we'll come into our Shavasana. So if you tend to get a little chilly, you can bring a blanket over yourself here. Might feel nice. Doesn't have to be much. Maybe it feels good just to let the head be nice and heavy, or you can bring a pillow back behind the head. But I like to let my head and neck be long, so I'm getting a nice straight spine. Hands just rest wherever it's cozy. And we'll breathe for a few moments all together. Let your breath go easy. Let your feet flop out to the edges of the mat if they want to do that. Just let the whole body relax. Starting at the toes, you can imagine the toes just going totally soft, starting to melt all the way down the foot. You can feel the bottom of the foot start to melt down into the heel, down into the ankle as the whole foot sinks down into the earth. You start to feel that seep into the ankle, into the top of the shin, back of the calf. So everything grows very heavy, all melty and gooey and soft as it sinks into the earth, becoming one with the earth. Moving up into the kneecap, to the back of the knee. It crawls up your quad, down the back of the thigh. Now all of the leg is just a part of the earth underneath you. Totally heavy, totally relaxed. You don't have to do anything here. Then it starts to move into your pelvis, into the hips, into the butt. It starts to move into the belly, so the whole lower half of the body is totally still and relaxed. Then it moves into the belly, into the lower back, moves up your rib cage, up the spine, till your chest and upper back are sinking into the earth with the rest of your torso. Breath still moves, still keeps you going, but it's very relaxed and gentle. You don't have to do anything about it. You start to feel the tops of the shoulders, the front of the shoulders, the chest, the upper arm, the back of the arm, the tricep area, down into the elbow, the whole forearm down into the wrist. You feel it move into the hand, the palm and the back of the hand, then all the way out to the tips of the fingers. Just a part of the earth, heavy and immovable. Then this relaxation sensation, this earth sensation moves up the neck, all the way up the back of the skull, the back of the head, coming up the scalp, down around the ears, and moving it across your face. So any facial expressions, any tension in the face just totally softens out, totally relaxes. Your whole self is just one with the earth, back to where you came from. The earth supports you and is a part of you. She holds you. She brings you abundance and healing, protection, ultimate care. All you have to do is rest into her. Know that you are part of her. Rest in this knowing for a few more breaths. All tension gone. All fear and anxiety gone. You are held. You are loved. You are whole. Anything comes up right now, just let it happen. Any emotions or thoughts, maybe they're messages. Hear them and let them go again. So we're just resting in the present. You're ready to start inviting more breath back into your body. Feel your chest begin to rise and fall just a bit more. You can hear your breath again. Now we let that breath bring the energy, bring prana back through your body. Down through your limbs into your fingers and toes. Just start to twitch and move around a little bit. Maybe with each breath, emotions get a little bit bigger. Don't rush it. Just take your time. Maybe this moves into a nice full body stretch with hands overhead. And it might just roll you off to your left side body where you can just rest for a few more moments in this sweet sensation. When you're ready to come back up to sit, press into your hands, start to crawl yourself right back up. Keep your eyes closed as you go till you come back to that seated position that feels really cozy, really relaxed. Whole body is still so relaxed. Move into your breath just a little bit more deeply. Letting those breaths move you around a little bit more. Maybe they start to lift you and lower you a bit more. Just find your heartbeat once again. Find a gentle holding of yourself. Take some time to give yourself a little extra love, a little bit of extra care, and appreciation for yourself. You are amazing. You are needed. You are blessed. You are loved. Let's take a big, deep inhale all together. Let it just fill you up. Let your breath go all the way out. Do that 2 more times. Big breath in. Long breath out. 1 more round. When you get to the bottom, fill back up. Let it all go. This moment for as long as you wish. When you're ready, you can blink open your eyes. Namaste. I hope you all are feeling really wonderful. I really appreciate both of you joining me for these videos and taking time out of your day to meet with me and share space with me. And I know things haven't been easy and they've been kind of crazy, really crazy. And if you're struggling at all, I really hope that you just give yourself a little bit of extra time and space and quietness and care, and you deserve all of the care in the world. If you have someone who will help give that to you, that's really wonderful, and I'm really happy for you. And if sometimes it feels like you don't have anyone, I'm here and I will give that to you. And more importantly, you are there and you can give that to yourself. And it's really important that we learn to give this to ourselves. And so thank you all very much. Sorry for getting a little bit emotional at the end. I'm going to scooch closer so I can see you. I'm so glad, Lucy. I'm really glad that this is kind of helping keep you anchored a little bit, I hope. Just everyone take care of yourselves. Thank you. Love back to you. And just let any of the emotions come up that are needing to come up right now. If things are getting a little bit much, maybe you're really scared or really sad, it's really important just to let these things come up and to take care of ourselves. And part of taking care of ourselves is feeling. So don't hold it back, just let it out. Even if that means you need to go outside and scream a little bit. Heard a lot of people doing that. Maybe there's a lot of people needing to let go of a few things. So I love you all very much. And I will plan on seeing you Monday at 11:30. And just honestly, eternal gratitude to everyone here. And especially Lucy and Eden, because I know you two are here. So thank you. I will talk to you both soon, and I will talk to everyone else soon, and I will see you all next week.